listening to the Fox and Raven podcast.
Welcome to the Fox and Raven podcast. I'm KOS, the King of Sorrow, aka Fox, and to the right of me, on the side of me, is J Tune, aka Raven. What's up, Tune? Yeah, what's up, Tune?
What's up, man?
What's happening, baby?
Got a little episode.
How you doing?
Got a little episode for you guys today, but first let me say that your boy put out his first vlog on YouTube yesterday. I think I did a good job of that shit.
Dude, quick plug right there. Check out YouTube. Right. That was you.
Yep.
You did on.
Yep. YouTube, and then we do got the breast cancer awareness. Profits will go to breast cancer. What is it? Treatment and rehabilitation. Not no research, none of that shit. We actually want to do things that are actually going straight to the people that need the financial support. So there's that.
Yeah. So yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna make sure I start. Make sure I start promoting it myself. You wanna one band put the hand all in the camera, but no, most definitely, I'm trying to turn it up. My stupid ass, I can't turn it up on my damn headset, but I gotta play around with where that shit at. Anyway, most definitely, you want to. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's October. Today's October 1st. You want to, if there's any breast cancer research facilities that you want to donate into, or any sponsorships, any charities, you should. You save them breastises, every bit of them, from big ones, small ones, tiny ones, square ones, triangle ones.
You see that?
Yeah, all breast matters. Hashtag all breast matters. Because they really, really do. Without breastises, some of us was breastfed. I was a breastfed. That's why the Tune, I believe he was breastfed by the breastises. And that's why our immune system and our skin is the way that it is.
That's why we never got the COVID.
That's why we alphas the way that we are, because we was breastfed all the way until we was 13 years old. Both of us. He had one titty, and then he had one on. He was on one. He was on one side of the titty, and I was on the other side of the titty, and we was getting their titty milk in there. At titties, breasts, whatever you want to call them, knockers. We love them breasts. And I'm gonna start promoting breast cancer stuff tomorrow. Tomorrow is. I'm gonna start. I should have did today. I didn't really think about it, but now that I realized that it's the first, we want to make sure all month long we talking about breasts. So if you do follow us separately or together on Fox and Raven ENT on IG, or you follow J Tune's page, or you follow King of Sorrow page, just know that all October I'm talking about titties. So you don't want to hear about no titties, go on and check out somebody else's page until November.
And if you want to hear about it, then you don't want to miss out.
You don't want to miss out, because I'm finding the dumbest memes, coming up with creative ways to talk about breasts, and I can do that for 30 days. I can do 31 actually. I can do that for 31 days.
Baskin Robbins.
Breastises, all kind of breastises. I bet you I have 31 different colored breasts, from orange to alien breastises. I talk about Chinese, Japanese, white, black, love them all. Hispanic. We like breastises. Long nipple, short nipple, big pepperoni nipple, protruding nipples. What's they call those belly buttons? Innies, outies, all kind of nipples. We love the breastises over here. Bring them breastises here, gal. Bring them over here. Bring them breastises here, gal. He's like, what the fuck is he talking about? He's sitting there listening to me on my bullshit. But no, we serious though about.
And then playing with your wannabe sensei fucking.
Yeah, you like that? You like that? You like that? I got a whole braid right there. I'm proud of that. Yeah, boy.
Like Kai Yellow over there.
Yeah, Kai Green, Kai Yellow, Kai Orange and shit. Yeah, boy. Got that got that. Your boy looking sharp, boy. Got that shit done, boy. Hair growing. You too hating because this shit ain't growing and looking right. You know what I mean?
Is fine.
You need to fix your shit up, Playboy. You too damn old for that. I gotta come on and beat your ass. You tripping.
I gotta book my dude like 2 months in advance, so I'm letting it grow out more so that when I retwist it all, it'll stay in.
You should go whole Takashi 69 on your shit. Just do the whole different color dreads.
I know. I had the red and purple last time just for the Fox and Raven shit, but now since our logo is red and white, I might just do them red and shit. I think I might just
Do
all
it
the
white.
blonde ones.
They don't have like a white dye, huh? Like
Nah, it would
paint white.
just have to bleach it like platinum and shit like that. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you do
I
red
don't
and
fuck
white.
with
They be
that.
like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" A lot.
Yeah, I'm
I
America
go
without the
hot. If I was you, I'll go all the way hot Cheeto red. Say fuck it, let's
right.
go. Just flaming hot Cheeto red.
I got a pretty bright red already. And what was it? Yeah, I'd be like, oh yeah, it's red and white. I'd be like, I'm all the America without the police.
All America without the racism and the police. Yeah, yeah, they're all American right now.
I
You
work at
should
a
go
barber
pink.
shop.
Fuck it, you should go pink. Pink one time just for this month.
No, not gonna do that.
Boom. Move one pink one, one
Just
long
one.
pink
Yeah.
one on the back. I
But
would be like, yeah, this is the breast cancer one. So I can always remember where I came from. Started at the bottom titty. Now we was here on this titty.
now we perky.
Wee! Eh,
Started at the bottom. Now
started
we
with the
perk.
left titty. Now we here. Yeah, all that shit.
Started with the sag and now we perk.
Now we on perks.
You know, perk.
started with saying. Now we on perks.
But yeah, man. So we got a little show for you guys today. I want to talk about a couple things.
As a matter of fact, if you can, Tune, since we said in the last little thing I will say about the breast cancer before we move on, if you can, pull that up on them for the Fox and Raven so they can see the breast cancer. You got the new logo one with the breast cancer shirt?
Yeah, the one that's on here. So if you look at it, it's kind of hard to see on the screen. It's kind of small, but I got the
Right.
All Breast Matter real big. Then I got the new logo.
What, with the slides
all
of
white.
Fox, flies of Raven?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, just to give you a quick preview, and we
Okay.
leave you alone. We had to, of course, you got to do a quick plug in there. So we got the All Breast Matters, Slides of Fox, Flies of Raven T-shirt. That shit, it looks dope. And
Yeah,
not to
that's
toot
clean, man.
Tune's own horn, but I'm gonna buy me a good couple of shirts just because. But just make sure you go to foxravenent.com. And like we said, well, all the purchases, a percentage will go to a breast cancer facility to show our support as well and to make sure that everything is like that.
I can myself out.
Yeah, we want to we want to show our support as much as we can on all serious matter because breast cancer is a serious thing. I don't care if it's it's the what's her name? We just said it.
Just now.
Damn, I forgot. I don't care which facility or which foundation you donate to, but donate or
Yeah.
try to do something that you can show your support even through memes or post whatever, but help other people become aware of how serious that matter is too.
And if you want a shirt to show your support, go ahead and buy ours, and then we'll make sure the money goes to the right places.
Starting with in our pockets, but anyway, back to what you were saying. What was you saying?
So I guess we could, a couple things that happened. I'm not going to touch too much on the debates. I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, and we also wanted to talk about Spiderman. Everybody freaking out about the Spiderman game.
Yeah, trying to not get that damn sunlight in there. All right,
it's good. It's not bad. It's not making you like you can still see you fine.
All right, yeah, for sure.
But which one you
air in my car. What's that? Go with the debate because I couldn't tell you what was it about because I didn't watch the shit. I didn't really care for it.
So the only thing I'm really gonna say, I don't want to touch too much on politics and all that shit, but I'll say as an American citizen, the debates were absolutely fucking embarrassing. That these are the two people that we've decided to put up to go against each other to be in charge of the country. And, definitely in my eyes, they just put two fucking stupid fucking monkeys there playing with each other while they're really doing what
Why they gotta be monkeys, my nigga? Why they gotta be monkeys?
That's because Donald Trump is a slight shade of orangutan. That's why. and then they go do what they
the evolution of the orangutan, the evolution and shit. The next stage
the orangutan.
What'd you call that shit? When they started off, the caveman. He's from the evolution. He was, what was the name? Yeah, it was the name. Just say the Homo sapiens and shit. He was
Neanderthals.
Neanderthals. There you go. He was the Neanderthal.
And but yeah, man, it was just like, you know, he made that statement that everybody's talking about to that white supremacy group, told him to stand back and stand
Yeah,
by.
what was that? What was that shit about? How did that come up? Like, what was the whole point
I
of
guess
that?
they asked about the white supremacy. Maybe they asked about that group specifically because they're, you know, I
Like,
guess,
what you plan on doing about the white supremacists?
yeah, they're like hardcore Trump supporters and shit. And he's like, you know, tweeted out right after the debates, telling his supporters and all them to watch the polls and shit. Like, he gonna do like mafia shit, and they're not gonna let people that look like Democrats or wear Biden hats or any shit. They're not gonna let their ass
So,
vote.
so they asked him like, "Hey, President Trump, what do you plan on doing about like the white supremacy or something like that?" And and all he said was stand back and stand by or something like that.
To that specific white supremacy group. So now if you look on Facebook, they have their little group logo, and then they have those words like bannered on the top and bottom of it now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It took his
They,
words.
yeah, they
Took his words and made it into a slogan, a motto.
Yeah. Sounds about white.
Yeah.
Sounds about white.
Sounds about white. Sounds about white. Sounds about white.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of white sense. Sounds about white.
And everybody always want to talk about that shit too. Like, oh, Donald Trump ain't racist and this and this. He's done so much for black people in the 4 years in office. Like, what has he done?
Yeah. He must have done a lot. Then it was 4 years. I mean, Kanye West believed in him, bro. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
Kanye West started off believing in him, and now Kanye tried to run
Kanye say it is what it is. You see, Kanye ain't never been wrong.
Jesus,
Kanye
Jesus
Pep,
walks.
you know what I mean?
Kanye
I put Kanye on everything, like Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything. Kanye. No,
Yeah,
but
so
yeah, no. So the whole thing with it, whatever that's that, or the little clip that keeps floating around IG is the whole white supremacy, whatever question that he asked, or whatever question that the moderator asked him, and then he answered with that stand back, stand by and shit.
Yeah, and you know,
I wish you could pull up that Vince McMahon stand back song. Or
know,
just or on YouTube and just pull out and just like Trump stand back.
That's funny.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's just like watching it, man. Like I said, it really was embarrassing. They kept, you know, Donald Trump every time Joe Biden would try to talk. Even the little dude who was like doing the questions and shit kept having to tell the president to shut the fuck up because he wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop talking. He kept interrupting Joe Biden. Like, it was like two kids arguing. You know, was talking shit about it. Joe Biden said something about one of his sons, and he's like, "Oh," Donald Trump was like, "Oh, is that the son that was doing cocaine?"
Oh yeah. So
and
they're
then,
pretty much like playing Dirty Dozens and shit.
Yeah, pretty much. And then he was like, "Well, I'm very proud of my son for kicking his drug habit and all that shit." I was like, "Man, that was crazy."
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with the powder? What are you talking about?
No.
Tell Biden's son and call your boy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let me know what he got.
It's like,
Cook it up.
Who's kidding? I bet you Donald Trump's son wild the fuck out, doing all kinds of shit they just don't have.
Man, Bush was doing shit too. Wasn't he drinking and doing
probably,
cocaine in college or something like that?
Yeah.
When they said that a long time ago, he was doing cocaine and eating chicken wings and shit and having Condoleezza Rice dancing naked in front of him.
And it shows
Yeah.
all the brain damage done to that motherfucker reading books of school kids upside down.
He said, remember that shit? Fool me once and fool me never again.
He said, yeah,
remember
fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you won't fool me twice. Big dumbass.
He stuttered too, and yeah, you ain't gonna fool me no more.
Me again.
You ain't gonna do it again. I promise you that. I was like, what? Yeah. And he looked serious as a heart attack when he said that shit too.
I know. But,
so then, what else was the debate about? Or pretty much probably about Black Lives Matter. Well, you know, it has to do with the white supremacy stuff. Yeah. Okay, and then what? Like the Corona shit. Like what? I'm pretty sure.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I saw little clips, just the stuff said, and it was just overall my takeaway is that it's embarrassing that these are our choices. I won't be voting for a goddamn thing. Because fuck that. I'm not responsible for whatever happens.
Yeah. Like my opinion on voting, I listened to what our grandma said a long time ago. It's like, oh yeah, don't what'd she say? Fool me once. No, he's like, if you don't vote, then don't complain about what the president does or doesn't do, type shit. So it's like, I think I thought about that too, but I can't say that I will. And like, everybody vote. I don't pretty much
Well,
believe in the voting system and the government anyway. So it's like,
that's
I
exactly.
believe I believe my personal beliefs is they're gonna choose who they want any damn way. I believe Trump gonna win again. Like, damn all that stuff that
Yeah,
they saying right now, because it's like this. Wouldn't that be a good ploy to be like, oh, I'm gonna lose, like he's been saying, I'm gonna lose
yeah,
because it's faulty. I'm gonna lose, blah blah blah, and then they win. Like, come on, man.
yeah.
It's like you
Right
telling
after
everybody.
WWE.
Well, it's like, yeah. Like probably got a script from Vince McMahon. Teach me how to do a
Yeah,
good promo, and
yeah,
then it's like, all right. It's like I said. How I look at it is they gonna pick who they want to pick anyway. Like all the rest of the shit that they doing anyway. They're gonna do
yeah.
what they want to do. You just along for the ride. Believe it or not, you really
Exactly.
are along for the ride. We can make a change. All right. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Okay.
how's that been working
Yeah.
for us so far? You
Yeah,
know?
let's see. Let's see your change. You know what I mean? Like, oh, but if you don't vote, and I'm not going to debate anybody about their voting beliefs or not. But it's like you do what you think is best for you,
Yep.
all the way around. If you believe that your vote matters, vote. If you're not down with OPP, you know me. Well, it is what it is.
Because it's like I said, I look at last election. If you want to vote independent because you don't like either candidates, how many states did any independent win? Like none, not a single damn one. They have no chance whatsoever. And then you got, California. We lived in California last voting period. No matter what, Hillary Clinton's going to win. It's a Democratic state. So if I would have voted for Hillary Clinton, she would have got the same amount of points because it goes by electoral college. She would have got the same amount of points with or without my vote. And if I would have voted for Donald Trump, Hillary still would have won California and he would have got no points from California. So my
Eh,
vote as an individual does not count because Hillary Clinton won the popular vote by over 1 million votes. But because of the electoral college, Donald Trump got more points because he won different states.
Yeah, and even with the electoral college, I didn't even know Edison had a college like that. They have all kind of electric and
All
college.
the
You know what I
electric
mean?
college, yeah.
Yeah. No, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and didn't Hillary make a statement after the Trump thing too? Like I seen another clip. Maybe that was an older debate clip of her and Trump debating and going at it when she insulted. Yeah, it probably was because remember when she insulted his hands? You got small hands
Oh
type
yeah,
shit. Yeah,
yeah.
and all that kind of shit. You
His
know what
baby
that
hands.
means? Yeah, the men with small hands. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like, but like that's I said, it's just funny because all of it seems like a mockery. Even his presidency, he's a celebrity. But when for my point that I'm getting, I'm rushing with my thoughts. But I'm saying like this: everybody be like, "Oh, you didn't know what he was doing. He's a celebrity, but you voted the motherfucking in." It just like it
yeah,
reminds me of like Arnold Schwarzenegger when Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California. You knew he was a damn celebrity when you voted him in.
yeah.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And it was like, oh, look what he did, or blah blah blah. And then he'd be like, well, Donald Trump doesn't know anything about politics. But motherfucker, you know who he was before he
Yeah,
became the president. It was like, it's like, or, it's like, it's like why state the obvious now about what he didn't know or what he did know because of his previous, what you want to say, his previous vocation, what he was doing previously, his
yeah.
jobs and career before
Well,
that.
even dumber
You
than
know, and it's
that.
like you want to debate his political policies about his what he was doing previously before the president. You knew he wasn't into politics before he was the president.
Yeah,
Well, not in the political way that we would hope that he was into. He was behind the scenes, dishing out money, paying to become
right.
president type shit.
Exactly.
In a mob way, he's a gangster. That's what I say. Trump
And
mobbed his way into the White House
and
type shit. You know what I
what
mean?
trips me out
He did
too
it
is
the New York mob way. Shit, paid him off.
and what trips me out too is people that be talking about like The Rock, for example. The Rock came out and endorsed Joe Biden. Um,
Right.
Everybody thinks it's a scam. Robert Frank did a video about it, like, oh, how much did they pay you? You wanted to stay on top, so you endorsed the Democrat. And it's funny because you'll have a whole list of people that'll be like, well, oh yeah, because I would take advice about the presidency from a celebrity. Isn't a reality show host the president of our fucking country right now? So maybe, it's like
You know what I don't you know what I don't get to not to cut you off, but you know what I don't get, like you just mentioned, Robert Frank saying uh anything about like The Rock. Not because I'm trying to defend The Rock, Dwayne Johnson or nothing but that. But I still don't get this the understand. I understand it's a great, what I do comprehend that it's a great conversation to have about politics and stuff like that. I get it. But what I don't understand is when anybody, no matter who they are, whether they're a celebrity or not, anybody who makes has an opinion or a choice of a person they want to run, they want to vote for to run for president, their opinion of their political choice, why why is that such an issue for somebody else, is my point. I mean, if you
exactly.
understand my question, I'm trying to phrase it in the right way. But it's like this: me and you talking right now. If I said I like Trump, and you say you like Biden, well, I'm like, oh, you're wrong because you like Biden, and you're wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, what fucking, that's your opinion, your choice. Who you like and who you would love to see as president is your choice. It's your opinion. It's your
Yeah.
uh,
And
yeah, you get what I'm saying. The way I'm trying to phrase it, how would you phrase it?
well,
You understand what I mean, though.
no, I get
Like,
what you're saying. I get
so
what
for
you're
somebody
saying.
else to bash a celebrity or whoever about their political choices and what they stand, so like he wants to endorse Democrats, but I'm pretty damn sure he's a Republican money wise,
Yeah,
right?
probably. Yeah.
Okay, it's like, okay, so you're wrong because you want to endorse them because you have this money. So what if you have this money and you want to endorse somebody that's on the other side of the playing field? It's
Well,
like, so
and
what?
the funny part about it is, Robert Frank in his video, he made one point where he's like, Rock doesn't need any fucking money. So what is his price? It's like he wants to stay on top. He wants to stay number one because he worked up to number one, and the only way to stay number one is to kiss certain people's asses, and that's what
You
the Rock is
damn right.
doing.
If you say
But
you got to stay number one, you better stay
but
on top.
but look at
It's a
this,
long
Robert
way.
Robert Frank is also the person who is talking about, he could do sponsorships. He does sponsorships for little companies. He's like little Robert Frank doing sponsorships. What do you think The Rock is making when I do sponsorships? 30-minute, or 30-second phone plug on the podcast, and they're paying me 5 figures. Okay, they're paying you 5 figures from a small company. You have over 1 million followers now. You got followers on other platforms. What's to say that all of a sudden you went from all this gym stuff and COVID stuff straight into endorsing Trump? How do I know that they didn't fucking pay you to endorse Trump for
Yeah.
5 figures? You know what I mean?
So what? I I mean, you're not Robert Frank, so you can't literally tell me what his mindset is, what is his thought process about what's the problem. You know what I mean? Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I understand what you mean by what you're saying. I understand all that, but I still look at it like, so what's the issue? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, like this. You lived in LA, but now you live, wherever you live in Colorado or whatever now, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, well, because you live over there, you can't like the Lakers no more, type shit.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
bad example, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, because I live in LA. What now? I like the Denver because I live in Denver. Oh, because I live in Denver, I
Yeah.
have to like Denver.
Right.
Whether it's the Broncos, whatever, because I live over here, I have to like them now. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You
No,
you,
you
you
don't.
know, it's like just whatever money you have, whatever. If it's your choice, however you want the world to burn, whether with a cigarette lighter or a match.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And
You
that's what I'm
want the
saying. And
world.
it's like I said, I don't care about nobody's, but it's a celebrity, it's The Rock, and he's never endorsed anybody before. It must be for a price. When it's like you don't really know what the fuck, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So how could you cast the final?
Just go in
It's
and
like
bash somebody.
I don't like the thing that I don't like. The why I'm going over it and keep reiterating what I'm saying is I don't like that you casting stones about like what you
Another
don't know about.
person. Yeah.
And then you don't know why he did it, and you don't know if his family member wanted him to do it. You don't know if he had a dying uncle that said, would you do this for me or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, what I do know is that whatever your choice, you don't have to go public. I don't understand why do they go public so much about like like
I mean, you have a
I
belief and
get
you
what
have a
he
voice.
I get what he's saying by his voice can bring more people to make that decision because they're gonna follow whatever he says, because his fans and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I get it. Even Robert Frank's fans are gonna follow what you say because you have fans and people are loyal to you. So they're going. So I understand what that part the Rock is saying. I'm endorsing this dude and it's my decision. But of course he understands what that means. With you putting it out there in the public, that means your followers and people who love you are gonna do exactly that. Even though you're not telling them to do that, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, well, because even
know.
it's like the same concept where we can come on here, we'll bash Trump, we'll talk shit about Biden. I haven't said anything good about any of the motherfuckers. I'm not trying to tell anybody to lean one way or the other, especially when it comes to like with certain people. It's like, yeah, you have your voice, you could talk about one thing, but then it's the same endorsement. It's like it's just I'm trying not to be specific on Robert Frank because I don't want to talk about that too much, but it's just, like you came from not knowing shit about politics to, now Trump 2020, baby. And then, it's a lot of it is satire. A lot of it is for attention because, like the Hodge twins did, they started straying away from fitness and they saw that they were getting more,
that's what I said.
Attention being conservatives, and they were getting stronger, like more loyal attention, because what did the Hodge twins even said? It's white people that buy our merchandise and shit. Like they bashed black people way before they started doing the conservative twin shit.
And that's what I said. That's an easier catch because it's funny because that's like easier bait. Most people dislike. Yeah, I mean you got a lot of people who love Trump and a lot of people who dislike Trump. But from how the world and how he's presented, most people dislike Trump. So it's an easier bait to pull in people by saying Trump 2020.
Yeah,
Whether I get the negative or positive.
Yeah.
So and then you'll get more views and followers and all that kind of other stuff. Especially with your and like especially what he said, like he's getting more and more like we said, I'm not like you just said, I'm not trying to keep rambling to talk about Robert Frank's do's and don'ts and all the rest of that shit. That's not what this podcast is about.
Yeah,
But
the only reason I use him as an example is because he's somebody that we
no, but yeah, you get it. But because I was about to keep going on to some other shit, but I was like, it's like, man, nigga, I see the game. I know what you're playing.
Yeah.
Man. You know what I mean?
You come out with the
like,
police
like right now, let
American
Toon say,
shirt.
yeah, let Toon say, fuck niggas on every podcast. Then you gonna have a whole bunch of niggas get on here. You get it, even though you don't mean it. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If I sat over here and like, yeah, white people ain't shit every podcast, then you gonna have a whole bunch of white people jump on talking shit. So, and and even though I don't mean it, I'm doing it to get the feedback because it will give me more views. It will give me more of this. So, you know what I mean? Robert Frank, I ain't gonna say nothing about you.
I'm gonna start wearing shirts that say Antifa on them. Just everybody gonna come. This motherfucker right here. Yeah, but anyway, off of the politics.
Yeah, like we said, like we said, we like Robert Frank, we love Robert Frank too. But it's like, but I'm not bashing the way that you do things or nothing. So if you watching this or you listen to this, is not, and we ain't cleaning it up to kiss ass. It is what it is. Yeah. But what I'm saying is like, I don't my point to close that off, that part of the section we were talking about was, I don't understand. I have never understood why it's such a big deal about who like what. I like vanilla, you like chocolate, or I like cookies and cream, and you like this. Like my opinion doesn't have to be Tim's opinions about things. What I like doesn't have to be the way I perceive life. That isn't the way that he perceived life. You know what I mean? I can help you to my understanding by explaining the way that I perceive things. This is why I perceive things the way that they are. That's how you help people understand who you are and what you stand for. Yes, but. And sometimes, yes, that changes people's perception of everything else as well, but don't sit there and, it's like, The Rock is an idiot. And then that's the title of your part, your show and shit. And then you pull in a lot of people just to get
the clickbait.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, well. Yeah, but I understand you clickbait and all that kind of stuff. I'm not talking about no hustle, but you get what I'm saying. I never understood. That's just what's my point. I never understood what's the whole point of somebody else's opinion about anything in life, whether it's political or not. And if you don't like it, I can't force you to like shit. I can just show you, like I said, my perception of something, well, how way I perceive things. Tune, I don't like this. This is why I don't like it, and then you can look at it yourself and be like, all right, yeah, that's cool, but I do like it. You know, I can understand why you don't like it, but you ain't gotta agree with me 100% of the time. If you don't, you don't. If you do, you do.
Right.
That's just a little education for some of you. You know what I mean?
And to fully close out the debate, it was like watching two fucking children, and it was ridiculous. It was a terrible debate. Even like every side, Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter who you ask, they all agree that it was a giant shit show. And
yeah, I keep seeing those little baby memes and stuff like that of their heads all shrunk like little babies with tuxedos on, Biden and Trump.
Yeah, it was really.
I said this about any president, and it's not even because the whole you're probably a Obama lover and all. Like I'm talking about all of them, from the first president to the newest president. You know, I don't none of the government shit. We never could care for. All the shit is sneaky and backhanded to me.
Yeah,
it's all sneaky. If put it like this, oh no, it's they did a lot. Yeah, 45 of them was Caucasian. If it was so fair, if it freedom, justice, and all the rest of that shit, go back a few podcasts, listen to what we said. You know what I mean? A lot of this shit is crooked. If whether you like it or not, it's crooked. It's all crooked. It's all crooked. It's stories being told over and over to get your mind. Corona is taking a back seat again because the politics is popping off right now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like, come on, all the shit is crooked. I'm not even. It makes me so mad. Y'all make me want to just be mad right now. It's like because some people really be mad. Yeah, some people just some people just die hard into the shit, all they passion and shit. But you flipping burgers, but you die hard into the damn the presidential election and shit, and the way that the government is run, and the wars overseas and shit, and like you so into. I understand, I'm not talking about the veterans, and I'm not talking about people in the military who are defending us now. You so into that shit because you're into the shit. You get what I'm saying? For people that's just sitting at home flipping the channels and shit, like you ain't into none of that shit. Yeah, if your family member might be into that shit, but are you into the shit?
Yeah, it's like if you working at Burger King, you know what I mean? It don't matter which person gets elected as president, you still gonna be at that fucking Burger King.
I understand, like, oh, my brother, my wife, my husband, some that's in the military, in the government, works in some area of government, blah blah blah. Whether it's city council or fucking over there at the damn White House, whatever. I understand that mindset. You're into the shit because you actually into the shit. Where's the shit? The shit?
Yeah. The shit.
Don't worry, you be knee deep in the shit. That's from Tales from the Hood. Yeah, I get that, but I'm talking. You know what I mean, Trump. You know what I was about to call you, Trump. You know what I mean, Tim. You know what I mean, Tim, man. You know what I mean, though. Like for a person, I use flipping burgers as that example, but for a person just sitting there doing grocery bags and shit, what is you arguing with your coworker or people online? You work all day. 9 to 5 over here at the Kroger, from crack to Kroger. You ever? You was just
story.
That's my name of my new book. It's from crack to Kroger. I'm fucking copywriting that shit right now. Tune is my witness. From crack to Kroger is gonna be a name of my book. We writing that shit. you sitting over here working at the fucking Kroger and shit, and arguing or getting mad or some shit every other break. You looking up all these news articles. You checking the votes and the polls and shit, and you really trying to get a good all your documents together to have a good argument. So when you get online, you're gonna tell people your peace of mind. You gonna give them peace of mind, and you clocking out at 5 o'clock to sit at home and do that shit just to clock back in at 9 in the morning, and do the same shit all over again. Like we about to get on to our next thing. We off that political shit. Get into the next thing. Same shit. Spiderman. Shit. You 9 to 5 motherfuckers sitting over there. We 9 to 5 motherfuckers too. So we ain't hating on 9 to 5 people. Until we ain't, we is. But you sitting over here mad. Oh, they changed. They're making a game about a black Spider-Man. I don't want a game about Black Spider-Man. I want a game about Peter. And now this. They changed Peter
which is weird because he's still fucking white. It's like, why do you care?
Fuck is this shit, bro? They change. We talking about games now. You know what I mean? We're getting into our last section and we talking about games, video games.
This dude, and the dude tweeted out, hold on, I'm gonna pull up the tweet real quick.
Yeah. Let's see what's popping, man. Something told you. We talking about a little bit of everything. We got politics out the way. Now we talking about games. We talked about breast cancer, politics. Now we talking about games. I told you, keep it entertaining, keep it going, Playboy. Some of video game. Yeah, so for a little bit of reference, it's the PS5, the remastered version of
so right here it says
Spider-Man for the PS5.
It looks like a store brand Tom Holland and Spider-Man remastered on PS5. It shows the two old Pete versus new Pete right here. So he looks a little more kiddish, but he's trying to look more like Tom Holland.
What's the voice actor look? I didn't even know who. What does the voice actor
right
actually?
This Yuri. Hold on, I'll click on him in a minute. But if you look at this, it says our full reason is in the blog, but we had to recast. We need a better match.
Why the fuck did they have to give? All right, I gotta wait till you finish reading. I'm sorry.
And he said, he said we need a better match to his facial capture to bring in next gen performance. And he's like, guys, it's my face's fault. The stupid bones in my face. Blame my bones.
Blame his bone because he knew they were getting back. They were getting so much backlash. He gotta apologize for his fucking face.
I know. So I don't know if it's this guy right here that's he's in the background right there in the
or I see that guy in the corner up there.
Yeah. I don't know if that's actually him or if that's somebody else. He doesn't have.
Hey, what about if you Google his name? Can you Google his name? Yeah. Or copy paste and Google his name. See if we can see a good little clear picture of his face. Cause that shit is ridiculous right there, boy. When I heard that shit, last night. And does it look anything like that? He look older here than of course he would look older here. You got to make him look like a teenager or a young adult for the video game.
Oh, because I guess let me see. I guess this guy. I guess we've seen him already. I didn't even notice that was him right here. Because like they say that they're trying to.
That's
make him
Tom Holland, right?
Tom Holland, but this is the guy who did the voice right here.
Oh, all right. So who's the other guy you just showed?
Hey, it's still him.
I gotta move this shit. Get on my nerves.
Or maybe not. Oh yeah, But either way, man, I think it's
either way.
It's like
either way, bro. Either way, they tripping off of the old boys. Oh my goodness. Either way, he had to make a joke. Yeah. He had to make a joke about his face,
but I don't know if that was
they were getting.
Was he mad about it too, though?
But no, but he had to make a look. What I'm saying is he had to make a joke about his face because of backlash. Period. Just because, anyway, like he shouldn't even have to tweet nothing. You shouldn't get no kind of backlash because there was backlash, even if it was sarcastic or serious, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? You're receiving backlash, so you had to make a stupid joke about your face because you received backlash already.
Well, what the company was receiving backlash. It's not even like he was. If anything, people would have defended.
That's what I'm saying. The company, him, you know what I mean. Like they're receiving backlash.
My thing is, at least he still has a job. He's still doing the voice. It's not like he got fired. Like Santa Monica replaced T.C. Carson. It's
disrespectful ass Santa Monica replaced fucking Kratos because we wanted to go for something different. Nah, y'all know what the hell y'all doing.
So it's like in that sense, it was
he probably wanted more money
because he didn't even get the damn job. He's like, oh, they went ahead starting God of War without me. All right, fuck them then. Like at least he came out and just said how he felt.
Fucking 10 years of man, that's another voice actor. It adds on to the same thing, but 10 years
this
of Kratos.
Voice actor he's still Peter Parker. It's not like they're firing him. They're just making him look. Especially because Sony, remember that Sony owns Spider-Man. Even in the MCU, Sony still owns Spider-Man. So of course they're, like when you play a Harry Potter game, right? They could design Harry Potter however they want to, but if WB's designing Harry Potter, they're gonna make it look like Daniel Radcliffe, even if he's not doing the voice, because that's what's gonna draw fans in. Of course, with MCU being the biggest shit in the world right now, if your Spider-Man game is going to come out and you have the right to use Tom Holland's likeness, of course you're going to use Tom Holland's likeness and make.
So that's what it is. He looks more like Tom Holland. Tom Holland, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
The
That's
new
not. I don't think that's a bad idea. So I don't understand what the backlash is coming from though. Like what the so what? They
yeah, like I said,
remastered
if they
it to look.
replaced him, if they replaced him and got rid of him, then yeah, I could understand being upset. But he still has his fucking job. So what if the character doesn't look as much like him? He's old as fuck.
So the backlash coming from because they changed the way that he looked. He looks more like Tom Holland, so they receiving all this net. Remember, I told you I seen something that they were burning the fucking old PS4 games
No, really, that's stupid.
because
That's
they
fucking
fucking
ridiculous.
burning the old fucking PS4 Spider-Man because he don't look like this. What was hashtag? This is not my Peter.
Oh my god, super
Hashtag not my
dramatic,
Peter.
bro.
Yeah, man, boy. I'm like you, mother. I can't believe this shit. It's like, I mean, that's not the most. I'm more upset over that than I am Corona
Yeah, it's just
because this is
stupid because the
it's so
logic just isn't
stupid.
there. Yeah,
And it happens. I think while we're discussing it the way we are, because it happens all the time, whether it's in a video game or a movie. You know, whether it's we discussed that many podcasts ago about movies, about
yeah,
sending threats to the actors or the actresses about
like the last of
the
us.
character. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you played the character. I hate you, and all this kind of for what? Because they played a character. Like what the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
you
because they
tripping off
did.
of?
It'd be like if you found out that your job was doing like some shady shit and everybody gonna come attack you for it. Like I didn't know the owner of this company was a sex offender. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't know that same girl that we both threw in the back of the car and knew that she was drugged up.
just,
That it was supposed,
just intoxicated.
even though her head hit the seat like this. No, no,
You go get
but that's
canceled.
what I'm saying. I don't I don't get it. I don't get the. I understand the passion behind it. We do get that. I know I have said that all so many times in this podcast. I don't get, but we understand the passion behind any character or any sport or a whatever movie. But what is the obsessive, crazy, deranged shit about? Like burning
Yeah,
shit and I'm never like you ain't gonna never watch it. What else are you gonna bitch about if you don't never watch another Spider-Man
exactly,
movie or game ever
exactly.
again? What if you don't watch the shit? How else are you gonna be able to get that bitch out your system?
Right. And this
You
was
know,
the
or
and this
buy
was
the
the
shit.
character. And this is the character model for one game, as to where you look at things like TC Carson again, who did what 5 video games before they just
Any Kratos for 10 years, bruh. 10 is imagine that shit. Imagine you with your woman or your husband or whatever for 10 years. You go to work one day, right? Right. You come home, she changed the fucking locks.
All
You're like,
right.
what in the fuck is going on? That's how
Another
TC Costin got
yeah.
fucked.
Uh,
You come home one day. Oh, I didn't know we was doing this today. Is that
and
how
it's
you feel?
and it's a new dude in there.
There's a new dude sitting in there talking about I am the God of War. You motherfucking lying. You ain't no damn God of
All
War.
right.
Been a God of War for 10 years, bro.
Yeah.
10 fucking years.
Monica
We ain't
Chino
even,
is there.
we ain't even gonna get how they keep changing his fucking race. You know what I mean?
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all think y'all some shit, dude. I see all the bullshit. How you go
Mhm.
from a black man, you know what I'm saying, to a old white man. So when I get older, I'm gonna be an old white man. Is that what you trying to
Just
tell me?
you gotta shave yourself bald, and then you gotta kill your family, and then
Yeah.
then you turn white, because that's a white person fucking thing to do is to become a skinhead and burn
Yeah.
your family.
Oh shit, that's fucked up. Oh damn, that's a skinhead move right there. That damn, maybe I was wrong. Excuse the hell out of me, because maybe Kratos had it. Maybe they had the right character all along. All along, fucking shave your hair bald, get a red tattoo, red and white like
Yeah,
the clan,
exactly.
red and white like the clan, and have
If you fold his body up, it's one of the Celtic crosses. You
there's
going all the way
symbolism
down his
behind.
body. You just roll him up like
Symbolism behind Kratos and shit. Pull his arm to the side like this and
a
shit. He's
swastika
a
and shit.
fucking the Grand Dragon Kratos and shit.
Grandmaster, Grandmaster
but,
Kratos.
but no,
But
that's some shit right there, man. And I was like, man, we was more, man. We were hot. We were hot when we find
yeah,
that out.
I was
Yeah, we
super
were
mad.
hot.
It's like, but I'm still gonna play the game. I wasn't burning my old
Yeah,
copies of fucking the
yeah.
TC one.
I still got God of War 2 when they used to make strategy guys. I don't even know if they make strategy guys anymore. I still got strategy guys in there.
think
I
so.
got that old collector's edition of Pandora, fucking bread, Pandora's box.
Oh yeah,
Uh, man, yeah, but that's just the thing. It's like, man, maybe like we said, maybe is these because people sitting at home and don't have nothing else to bitch about, so you nitpicking at shit that don't matter.
yeah,
You know, it's not like it's not it'd be a different. Yeah, I can understand their rage if they made that if they changed the whole game from Peter to Miles.
right.
Oh, that would
Yeah,
really piss some
that would
people
really
off.
set people off. They just made him different white, and people got mad. Could you imagine if they made him black?
Made them different white. They nigga went from fucking egg white to beige, and they done
Yeah,
got pissed off.
he went from
They got pissed
eggshell to
off.
off white.
Yeah, he fucking went from off white to khaki color, and they got mad. And then
Yeah,
fucking what? He a new level white.
I
Damn,
know.
y'all mad at white now? Shit, white on white, huh?
Yeah,
That's some fun.
but
Ain't that some crazy? That's some crazy shit, man. To be mad about something so simple. Oh, that's not my Peter.
he probably
Yo,
don't have. You probably don't have a Peter.
yeah, yo, Peter's little anyway to compromise
Yeah,
to compare.
yeah, but yeah, fuck
Fuck.
that. That's just so stupid, man. But
Shit,
anybody,
shit that
man,
don't matter.
I don't know if you want to wrap this up.
Yeah, we can wrap this. I got stuff to do.
So yeah, make sure you go follow us on IG at Fox and Raven ENT. Go to YouTube or Fox and Raven ENT. We're trying to get the YouTube cracking.
Start getting more of this packing done.
my vlog.
Oh yeah. Go to YouTube and check out Fox and Raven ENT on YouTube. Subscribe, subscribe, like and share the video. Subscribe, like, and share. Make sure you watch it past the 10-minute mark so we can get the moderation going on and everything like that.
Right.
Make sure you go to foxandravent.com. Check out all the merch. Check out the Fox on the subs on Fox and Raven ENT. Make sure that you buy up some stuff and use the discount code FR20 on any and all your purchases.
I think I'm gonna
But make
change
sure
it
that
this
you
month
purchase.
to FR titties, and then
FR20. I'm like, what? Yeah.
So yeah, FR20 for 20% off. Buy the breast cancer awareness shirt. All breasts matter, and profits of that'll go to.
And follow Fox and Raven ENT on IG. And of course, as always, we always got more stuff coming. Get all kind of notifications. Forgive me. We got all kind of stuff coming up. As always, I downloaded. I'm sorry, I was downloading some shit. Yeah, we got all kind of stuff coming up, man. There's just so much stuff I was trying to think it out. Man. It's always a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. But like we always say, man, respect and love everybody, and don't trip about the small shit, even though it's major shit. Life is all crazy. Don't trip about none of that shit. Only take care of what you can take care of. Handle what you can take care of. Set goals and reach those goals daily. Stay watching Fox and Raven on IG. We always got something coming up, like we said. And as always, stay sly as a fox.
Damn, flies away.